Hey gamers, it's K-Wing here, and yes, I'm bringing you the Conduit review, and I know it's a few months late, so sue me. Actually, please don't. Anyway, how well is the Wii's answer to every other space FPS alien shooter game on the market today? Well, you'll have to tune in to find out, now won't ya? Our story revolves around a secret agent named James Bond. No, just kidding, it's Michael Ford. His mission is to secure an artifact known as the ASE. Once getting the ASE back for Adams, though, he ends up turning on Michael. And Michael is then forced to trust Prometheus, the guy you've been trying to kill the first hour of the game. The whole point of this game is to shoot the bad guys before they shoot you. What did you expect? This is your typical futuristic alien space shooter FPS game. Although once in a while, the player has some puzzle solving to do with the ASE. All you do is press the B button when you're next to a computer console and the ASE will hack it. The game has a few modes of play. The first is story mode, where you have a series of typical plot twists, but your only concern is to destroy the conduits that the aliens come out of and save Washington DC from being destroyed. Next mode is mission. Here you can pick any level to play at any time, so think of it as a free play feature. Lastly is the multiplayer feature. Keep in mind this is online only. As far as I know, it has no local play, which is a shame, but I got over it. The online modes are similar to that of a Halo experience. You have your free-for-all where everyone tries to kill everyone and there's no friends, although sometimes I've seen people team up against me online, but maybe it was a coincidence. Team Reaper has blue and red teams trying to kill the other team as many times as possible. And the last mode is Team Objective. Think like Capture the Flag, except with ASEs. Now this mode got downright competitive, as you can see. I spawned and got killed every 5 seconds, and I had no idea what my team was trying to do. It just looked like these big blobs were fighting everywhere. Now the gameplay for this game, it was overall fantastic. You shoot by pressing the B button, and you aim by moving the cursor on the screen. Throwing grenades is done by thrusting the nunchuck forward, and to zoom you press down on the gamepad and every weapon will zoom, but not every one of them will have a sniper scope. Cycling through your weapons is done while pressing the right gamepad. I have to say that the gameplay wise, this game is really impressive and I have no issues with the control at all. They are flawless. If you are a casual gamer, you can pick up and play this. If you are an experienced FPS gamer, you will have no problem playing this game, as I saw online. Okay, now let's talk about what isn't so great about this game. While the gameplay is great and fantastic and will blow your mind, you can't destroy anything or interact with your environments at all. That's right, folks, this game has no fully destructible environments at all, which is a real shame if you think about it. FPS games for the last 6 years have allowed players to destroy stuff to their heart's content. Even Red Steel allowed you to do it. This has been criticized to death by critics and journalists and bloggers from both sides of the fence when scoring the Conduit. The Conduit also has some in-game glitches, like here at the President's Chopper. The player can jump over the hedge and leap over the fence and watch the game get all buggy and pixelated. This glitch has been nicknamed Over the Hedge glitch. Michael can only carry 2 weapons at a time, which is realistic if you think about it, but a major buzzkill for any FPS experience. Online play also had some glitches, where at times the other characters seemed to vanish in thin air when I was shooting at them. How is that fair? Can somebody tell me what's up with that? It's like they just morph through the walls and then they end up behind me and kill me. They must have been exploiting a glitch or something. Also, can somebody please tell me what the heck is up with the friend code system for the Conduit? It is downright confusing. I could never figure out how to invite any people that I had fun playing with in Team Reaper. It looks like I came across as a rude, pompous jerk who was full of myself, and it wasn't my intent to do that. I had fun playing with these people, and it would have been nice to give them a friend invite. This game's, the friend code system, I still can't figure it out. This game used We Speak, and it sounded great, but no one uses it. It's like everybody mutes it, so how in the world am I supposed to chat with my teammates and find out what is going on when no one uses it like me. It would have made, like, the team matches so much more fun, because then you could tell your friends, okay, we're going here, and we need to meet up here, or, you know, somebody's behind me, help me. It's like we're all mimes. Okay, this is going to be a major spoiler, so if you guys want to skip ahead a minute, I understand, but this has to be addressed. Okay, we good now? My final complaint with this game is the fact that it has no massive boss fights. Nothing. You fight like these giant tanks, and even they aren't that difficult. The AI in this game isn't dumb at all, but it would have been nice to have massive boss fights instead of fighting like these giant tank things. The game's ending sucked. Throughout the whole game, you're waiting for the story to make sense, and then on the last levels, it starts to, and you're like, okay, now they're going to make this game a lot more appealing. The story's catching up, all the characters are, you know, all this stuff's happening, and then nothing. What happens is Adams blows up the base with you in it, and you and Prometheus jump through a conduit that you activate, and then you get like this little dialogue between Adams and like this alien race talking about the invasion of Earth, and that's it. The credits roll, the game never catches up to anything, and it's like they completely left it up for a sequel. And you know what? I hate it when video games do that, because it's like the game's starting to get interesting, and High Voltage Software is really mean for doing that, because I was really starting to enjoy the game, and then it's over. Anyway, folks, the Conduit has a tremendous amount of saving graces that make this a must-have Wii game. For one, the enemy AI is not dumber than bricks. They will hide behind obstacles, they will shoot at you, they will call their friends to, like, swarm in on you. It was a great single-player experience. What made this game awesome is the game's graphics. They are by far the best visuals that I have seen on the Nintendo Wii to date. They make every other Wii game a pale comparison visual-wise. The game's engine was created by High Voltage Software, and they call this engine the Quantum 3 engine. Now, this engine allows effects like bump mapping, reflection and refraction, and gloss and detail mapping to be implemented into the game. So High Voltage Software created this engine to be comparable visual-wise to a lot of FPS shooter games on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. And it is very impressive that they were able to do this on the Wii's engine, when most third-party developers can't do this type of stuff. Next on my list is the voice acting in this game. It was so solid and well done that I enjoyed every second of it. While they didn't chit-chat all the time, the voice acting was great. And even Hercules himself, Kevin Sorbo, voiced Prometheus. For you younger gamers, Sorbo also played Dylan Hunt on the Andromeda series. Another plus going for this game is the fully customizable controls. Players can configure anything you want, when you want, including the game's hub. That is awesome, and I can't really think of a lot of games that give you this amount of customization. Single player is really fun, but multiplayer is what makes this game a must-have Wii title. The game allows for up to 12 people to play online, and get this, folks, it has no lag at all. Even if you're playing on the Wi-Fi like me, there was no lag. Every single time you played it, it was seamless, and it's the best online experience on the Wii right now. And if someone could figure out to stop muting the Wii Speak, it would be a great Wii Speak title, just like Animal Crossing. Personally, I was never really good at the FPS games, but I had a lot of fun with this one. The game, like Metroid Prime 3, shows third-party developers that FPS games can work really well on the Wii, and it's comparable to that of a PC experience. It was perfect. While it does have some issues with non-destructible environments, the visuals are bar none. If they do a Conduit 2, which I'm 80% sure they will, considering they left it open and they're major jerks for doing that, The next game should have fully destructible environments. K-Wing says so. High Voltage Software, listen up. We want fully destructible environments. All in all, though, this is a great Wii game. I don't agree with the critics and the other journalists and the bloggers. They have no idea what they're talking about. It has fantastic online play, solid gameplay that you can't find in other FPS games, cool weapons, fully customizable controls, and hub whenever you want. You don't like the hub or the controls the way they are, then you set them up the way you want. Great voice acting, very tense and eerie music, and it just has high replay value. Achievements, you name it, this game has it. So Got Game gives the Conduit for Wii an 8.5 out of 10. Well, that does it for me, gamers. Until then, this is K-Wing saying God bless and happy gaming. Thanks so much for watching this review. Until we meet again.